Cool. Okay. Now's as good a time as any. So here we go. Alrighty. So today I will be working on an iPod Classic, 5th generation video, and the specific issue I'll be trying to do today is going to be, well, not issue, the specific thing I'm going to be trying to fix is actually, first and foremost, making sure that the iPod that I'm working on, which is my friend, who I believe is on looking on via chat as to what I'm going to do. So effectively what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace the headphone jack here. There's an issue currently with the iPod that he got where the headphone jack is not playing any audio whatsoever. So I've tested this myself. I charged it up and there was no audio coming from it, even though everything else seemed like it was playing. So the hope is by replacing the headphone jack, that we'll get audio playing through. And by needing, in order to even do that, you need to take apart the whole iPod to get to the headphone jack by itself. And so, while I'm in there, there are a couple of additional upgrades that he wants to happen, but we'll discuss, I guess, online while the stream is going on, whether or not we should continue on if the headphone jack being replaced doesn't even fix the audio issue. So first things first, we look at iFixIt. So this is pretty straightforward. This is going to be, uh, it is challenging, but not too bad. So really it's a matter of like these clips here needing to be compressed and then lifting up, and then you go around. Now they recommend these. I can go ahead and do that. It's either this or, yeah, I'll use these spud, what is it, these, what do you even call this tool? iPod opening tool. It's just like a small like lever of sorts. I'll show it on the screen. I'm using a different webcam as well, as you can tell from the bottom right. There's the microphone view, I mean, sorry, microscope view, and then there's going to be like spudgers. Yes, that's right. Spudgers actually makes a lot more sense. And then I'm going to put like these guitar picking things on to maintain its distance, because what you're going to be doing is applying pressure here and then lifting up, but there's always a inclination of this wanting to close up again. So you put guitar picks here to keep them compressed. And as soon as you get one side, everything else opens up really quickly. So here we go. Let's go to the bench. So this is bench view, microscope with bench view. So just here's a, for you, my friend, here's what your iPod looks like in microscopic view. It's a little delayed, I guess, but yeah, we're not going to do microscope view for right now. We're just going to do bench because that's what you need. So he went ahead and purchased this and he gave them to me. I'm not sponsored, but we both got pieces of equipment from here. This is the bag of goodies, so we will be replacing the all the internals with but specifically we're looking at this. This is the headphone jack and hold button. So we're going to be looking at, this entire mechanism here. So first things first, I'm going to set everything aside because the whole point is to, um, let's see, the whole point is it needs to just open up first. And it's pretty straightforward how to open up. So I'm going to try and do it this way initially. It's a little loud in my ears. All right, here we go. So yeah, like these spudgers, like they don't hook in properly. Like I'd have to struggle quite a bit to like do that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this and kind of feed in. One second. Move things out of the way. Oop, turned on. What the hell? Go to sleep. You're on hold. Interesting. That was very interesting. Alright, how about here then? And these 5th gens are supposedly like the easier ones to deal with. In terms of opening up. Like so. Okay, adjust my hat. There we go. I think now there's like a little bit extra wiggle room here. There, I heard a clip as I ran that guitar pick across. It's one clip. Definitely not an easy thing to do. I'm starting to feel like I got really lucky with the one that I opened up the other day. I feel like I had it opened up already. And I wasn't even using this tool. Alright, it's closed up again. Okay. Yeah, this music's from an acquaintance from another Discord. Really enjoyed the music, so I bought it on Bandcamp. Here we go. I use this tool. Alright, I'm gonna actually try it from this other angle, because I think last time I did it was actually from this side. Clips are unclipping. Ooh. Oh. My computer just tried to go to sleep. Is everything still okay? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's opening. Sorry if I'm not giving like live updates. I'm just trying to concentrate. It's opening up. Thanks for being very understanding. Yep, more and more clips are coming off. I actually think I really enjoy this one. But look how many tools I have to use. Goodness. There we go. Alright, I think that's enough. Okay. Don't count your don't count your chickens before they hatch, am I right? Alright. So there. It's a tough cookie, but I've heard worse things of other later versions of this. Okay, so now it's the be careful and don't just open it up part. Like a book. But notice there's some connections there. Trying to... I think like the hard drive is a little glued to the... No, it's right. It's glued correctly. Oh, okay. Yeah, I figured it out. Okay. So there's a connection right there that I'll need to very gingerly lift up. There we go. I'll use these and we'll switch to, what is it, microscope view so y'all can see. I don't know why your comments from so long ago come up on the screen. I'll have to take a look at that later. Alright, so it's pretty much opened at this point. So there's a connection here I want to tackle. I need to put this at an angle. Here, be useful spudgers. Right there. And you lift just straight up. This is the battery connection. I'm applying like barely any pressure. Like that. And then this is just gonna come off. There it is. I think you could just close that back, right? Let's see. Yeah, the connection would go in there. Yeah, it's still there. Okay. So that disconnects the power. now we can open it up like a book. There it is. So this is my other iPod is in the same configuration like that. It's just like an open book ready to go. All right. So, all right, we're gonna look at what is the next directions here. All right, so we popped it open, did that, did that. All right, so now we're in the open book phase. Lift up the hard drive to expose the headphone jack ribbon connector indicating the yellow box. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. So we're gonna lift. I'm assuming in this direction because there's a connection. There's a connector here. Like you can't do it this. You do it like that. Okay, so what happens after I lift it? Oh, if the hard drive bumpers come loose, make sure to put them back with the notches shown in the picture. Okay. And then, sorry, what else am I supposed to do? Oh, and then disconnect. So there's like another ribbon cable here. So let me see if I can show this here. It's so weird that there's like a video delay now. Here. All right. Lift it up. I see it right there. How's it lift up? Okay. Really? It lifts up that way, huh? All right. Okay. Yoink. All right. Separation complete. So now this is the hard drive. That we need to connect later. That's over there. So this is what we have now. It's just this is the battery, this is the battery connection, and then this stuff is what needs to be replaced. Taking a look. You'll see here that we'll need to deal with some screwdrivers or some Phillips head screws like this one. I think there's another one over here, and I think there's one more like around there, but you gotta deal with the battery first. So we're gonna deal with the battery first. So we've done that. And this is just like it's a slow tilt. You gotta like slowly tilt it away sort of situation. Sorry, changed that a lot. So don't use no pokey tools, just flat tools. And just leverage. Because I think it's like double-sided tape or something that's holding the battery here. And the danger with these batteries is when you pierce them. So we're trying not to pierce them. What do the instructions say? Gently wiggle the tool while pushing further in. Okay, like kind of like this. And just tilt. Like I'm just like tilting it up. I'm going in like that direction with this. And as I do so, like like for a moment at a time, I can hear the adhesive coming off. Feels like the adhesive is mostly on this side. Alright, one bit. There's a little bit of glue up here that it's like all the way in the back. I'm trying to get at. Come on. There it is. So those are the tape spots. Tape on the back of this battery, and I'm going to set it aside for right now because I'll be using that later because we need to confirm that the headphone jack works. Alrighty. Alright, next step. Music's on point. Alright. Peel off the tape holding the ribbon cables in place. Alright. Which tape is that? Oh, it's this tape. It's this black tape. Carefully. And the idea would be not to take and just like peel it off because you'll damage these ribbons. So my conceit would be, not conceit, but like what I'm planning on doing is kind of go like this. Create an opening. Like this. Get a corner and just work your way from that corner. Trying to think if I have any better pliers for this, but I don't think I do. Nothing delicate. Alright. I'm holding down with my finger here as I'm pulling up, just in case I accidentally pull up too hard. And The idea would be pull up and let go, pull up and let go. 1, 2, 1, 2. I almost, if I hadn't had my finger down there, I would have ripped that up. Alright, time to be careful here. Alright. We've cleared the tower. So that's that tape. Not reusable. So I'll be using Kapton tape instead. Alright. So that's done. So screws time. Alright. God, this music's so on point. It really is fitting the mood I'm feeling. Alright. These two. Alright. Which is so funny, in the picture it's like completely the opposite. I'm like, I have to do like triple takes. I'm like, am I removing the right thing at the right time? Alright. Yeah, it's the right one. It's just like the image is like, look, I'll just share, like, the image is just so weird because this is what it looks like. It's on the right side, but then when I'm looking at the image, it's like on the, oh, okay, I understand perfectly now. That was my mistake. Alright, microscope time. Alright, that's right. I'll put it in slot number 1. Please remind me. Help keep my memory right. I need to put these back in the same order. Okay, so this is number 2. Come on. Doesn't want to come out with this one. Alright. Going to 000. 000. I'm not getting anything either. Alright. What is the bit I need to use? It just says remove the black screws, Phillips screws. I'm not sure what the right size would be, or even which bit. I'm gonna go for a J00. No. It's just if I continue that way, it's gonna strip it. J000. I feel like I'm overthinking this, but it's really on there. Yeah, like doesn't. Alright, didn't realize this is gonna be such a hard part of it. Just trying to unscrew a Phillips head. It's too. What the hell is going on? That's too big. Alright, I got it. What it involved is I need to put a ton of pressure down, but it's double 0 bit that did it. Alright. Okay, so that screws 1, that screws 2. And we keep in mind. Alright, now we're doing this. Then 3 and then 4. I think they're all the same mostly, but alright, I think that's the end of the album, but I'm just gonna go ahead and start it again. Keep it on loop because it's too good. Alright. Did this just come off? Where did this come from? Okay. That's 3, I guess. I didn't unscrew that. 3. And then there's 4. Covered up. Great. Alright. Okay. I just want to point out to my friend in the chat that this one was just loose. Just FYI. That's Alright, so I guess you can just remove all of it. Lift the headphone jack and hold switch assembly out of the... Just lift up, slide out, and lift up. Alright. We're lifting and sliding. Lifting and sliding. What does this go? Can I just pivot on this? Can I just do like the button of that? Just like lift up. Do you love those hairs? Just like human remains. You know? People were once here. Come on. Alright, so you push through. So I push that through. I guess it's time to push this one through. This like side bumper is like coming off. I don't even know what this is. But this one's still there. This one isn't. Is it meant to stay in the case? Oh, it's pretty glued on to this one. Okay, I guess you're coming with. Seems to be a little bumper underneath here. That's the bumper. Alright. Sorry, there seems to be a little adhesive part here that they don't tell you about. Cool. Alright, done. This is the whole assembly now, out. The old one. Alright, I'm gonna investigate actually this portion. So the idea will now be, I'm gonna just leave this alone and reconnect everything loosely with the new stuff and see if I can play any music. Oh. Actually, before I do that though, let's see. Let's see inside this jack. I mean, it looks relatively good. Yeah, it has me worried just a tiny bit because if the jack is like perfectly fine, then there's a deeper problem with why the audio isn't working. And if the problem is so deep that's on the motherboard, then that's a different issue we'll have to deal with altogether. Okay. Here we go. I'm gonna have to set, so I'm putting this whole thing aside. So moving this aside, this is all the old work. Putting it at my other desk, and then the idea will now be to reassemble this. Like a loose reassembling. Okay, I'm already noticing that this doesn't come with those gluey holds, like the holders that are like a little bit of a fabric to the left and right of the jack there. So I'll probably have to steal it from the other one. Okay. So we're gonna put this headphone jack stuff back on. I'm trying to figure out how I can do this like a little bit more cleanly. I guess I could use the iPhone case, the old current one. Because the point is we're going to do this loose now in order to test whether the headphone jack works. Yes, that's more or less the orientation it's meant to go in. Alright. I'm going to show you a microscope view. Have to put it back, and then of course the question is, how do you even put it back? Where are the connectors? Well, here they are, and it's supposed to be metal to metal touching. Can't believe I'm doing this live. I've never done anything like this before, not with an iPod. So if it doesn't work, Eduardo, I'm very sorry. bit of an issue here. Is this like 3D printed or something? What is this? Fingers crossed, yeah. Yeah, what is this stuff? I don't think I've ever seen this like velvet sort of stuff going on. Alright. I need to see how this closes actually. How do you close? Oh, just right on top like that. Okay. I guess. I don't know. I didn't think I would need this. This is like a PCB holder, but you need something to keep it from moving around so much. So I guess with that in mind, I'll just keep it on the screen. Oh, it's like gluing on? What the hell's going on here? I mean, will that do it? I don't know. I don't know if I got it in as expected. I'm not entirely sure if that counts, so I'm just gonna double check. Like that there's no other possible way it can be. There's just no way. It's just like, that's it. That's the only way. Alright. Alright, what else is left? It's the battery. Where did I leave it? I don't know what this thing is. It's like a hard drive spacer. Is this like all after market stuff? Like, was someone in here before? I cannot tell. Okay. Oh, battery's right there. All right. I wouldn't be surprised if there was someone else in here. Like, they added quite a few things if that's the case, because there are a number of like these pieces on here that is new to me. I haven't seen any video, not even DankPod's cover. Alright, so which direction? I think it's like this. Right, so it's metal to metal. I haven't closed it yet. I'm just like paranoid, making sure that it's the right. Feels in there. Alright, we're gonna slowly turn it around. Keeping my hands on it. Alright, it's turning on. All that has told me is that I connected the battery correctly. That's about it. Okay. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna plug in some headphones that unfortunately y'all wouldn't be able to hear. But I'm gonna take off my headset to do some testing, so you have to give me a moment. Alright, unfortunately I'm not getting anything. It's the same as before. It's the same as before. It's the same exact behavior. Like you hear kind of like a little thing, like a little like connections happening, but then there's no music or anything that plays. Yeah, I'm sorry. Where's sleep? That's weird. I've lost the clicker also. Like I'm not hearing like the audible like click click click. Damn you, Tom. Like this clicker isn't working. Maybe I did something. Let me go ahead and put it to sleep and do a double check that my connections are right. Yeah, I'm not hearing a click anymore. Okay. Let me double check this. Yeah, it looks like the easiest way is to take it all apart. It's not your fault, man. Move the battery. Move this thing. Move this up. Double check that this connection's good. Like, I think that connection's good. Yeah, I think that connection's pretty solid actually. That's in there, yeah. I was hoping it's like I messed up the connection, so give a bit of a fighting chance that it was something like that. I think the next step is to look at reflowing some chips, and then barring that is to actually look at replacing a chip. There's like a very specific chip that he mentioned that that's like been known to have audio issues. That needs to be like reballed or something to that effect, but I'm just looking at the circuit board now just to look if there's anything weird, you know, something that like may have overheated, that looks off, like a capacitor that may have fried. Because if we can get the circuit diagram, if it's a capacitor or something, those are easy to replace. But man, these things are so small. I mean, like, this is my thumb to these things. This all looks. I'm a complete amateur. This all looks fine to me. Now I'm gonna give it one more go, just pretending that it's maybe I did a bad connection. Let's see, let's see. There we go. Okay. Flip you over. Let's look at them pixels though. Alright, headphones down, checking again. No dice. It's the same behavior as before. Just you hear like a somewhat of an audible click, and that's it. Like as your headphone jack goes in, like you hear an audible click, like faint, a very faint audible click, and then that's it. All right, so the clicker is like not working either now. Anyways, yeah, so what to do at this point? I can I can at the very least reassemble it with its original parts again, with that headphone jack that was on before, um, with the intention that as soon as like we'd have to look at getting a replacement part for the chip, the audio chip inside here, in order to make sure that that we saw videos of people having to reball that, so I would go ahead. I'll do this. I'll do this for you. I'll go ahead and order the chip if I can find it on DigiKey or somewhere else. And the stencil still hasn't arrived yet from the marketplace I ordered it from. And I already have the solder paste, so I'll be using. Like we discussed this before, we knew that this is going to be a possibility where we'd have to reball some stuff, and it just how it goes, Like, but if you want, I can hold on to it for the time being, so that as soon as I get everything, I can immediately start working on it again. Yeah, no problem. I'm just sad that we couldn't get it going right away, because I was looking forward to like assembling everything else with it as well. But I'll keep this kind of like with me. Yeah, I'll hang on to it. I'll put it in a small box, and it'll be a project for another day to finish that up. Sorry, man. Um, I wish I had better news. But as soon as I saw that the other headphone jack was super clean and pristine inside, I knew that there was a big chance it was going to be the chip. Because usually I'm like, oh, maybe the headphone jack was corroded or something, like there was some water spillage or something, and that's why it didn't work, and replacing the jack would have made sense. But yeah, so yeah, I can't wait until actually fixing it as well. But we climbed this mountain together. Oh, you went on a debug mode for this. Okay. I don't know why the chat is like so behind, but so you went on debug mode for the iPod, huh? Yeah. Hmm. Man, that sucks. I wish I could have fixed it. We'll see. I'm determined. I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna reassemble this though. Alright, dude. Have a good time. I'll speak to you soon. And the rest of the stream will be just me reassembling this. So this is the brand new part. That'll be, let's see. the best way to go about this. There we go. I'm like triple checking my connections. Interesting pattern. I don't think it was in all the way. How can I make sure it's in all the way? No. Hold on to this helping hand. Just want to make sure I've turned every stone. Oh. Why does this look wrong to me? No, it looks right in the picture too. Like that you see the teeth there, the connections. I'm gonna look at it just one more time. Just one more time. Plug it in all again, one more time. Alright. Booting it up again. Just because no stone unturned. No stone unturned. Okay. Where are my headphones? Here you go. No stone unturned. Nothing. All right. All right. All right. Leave it be. Damn you, Tom. Setting main menu. Sleep on. Go to sleep. All right. Take everything apart again. Scalpel. Yo, elite obsolete. Holy moly, are you serious? Well, the music's supposed to be to calm me down while I'm doing something this treacherous. Dude, I got your stuff right here. Great work. I absolutely love the conceit of your store and being able to make these things happen. That's amazing. Thank you so much for stopping by. This is my friend's iPod that I wish I'd gotten to work, but it seems like there's something a lot more intense going on potentially with the chip. So it seems like we'll be doing some reballing or something in the future. But for now, I'm trying to just reassemble it as it once was, and potentially work on my iPod in the future. But yeah, man, I'm a little starstruck at the moment. I really shouldn't have done this as like I should have done at least one iPod like fix before going on stream and doing it. I think I was getting a little too clever. Yeah, feel free to 60-second explanation what the issue is. Sure, sure. The I don't know at what point you came in, but it's I've replaced the headphone jack completely, and then I start playing it and it doesn't um there's just no sound. There's like a clip that you hear when you have the headphone jack enter, but then otherwise it's not really working out. Like there's no music or anything playing through. Although weirdly it registers that the headphones came out, because when you do that, by default the iPod will pause, and that it registers that, but it doesn't play out music. But yeah, sorry. Feel free. Feel free. Uh, tell me what you think. I would love to hear any recommendations. In your car or a pair of USB speakers? Oh shit. All right. Do I have USB speakers somewhere? Um, I think I can wrangle something out. What do you have in mind that that you would call out in terms of like if you have a USB speaker plugged into a computer and then having the iPod also plugged into the same computer, or what would be your recommendation? Like I'm curious what the plan is with the USB speakers. Got that in. I do have a USB port in the car, yeah. If you can attempt to play music via USB cable and it still outputs no sound, bad audio, I see. Okay, alright, that would help eliminate that, sure. It has to be either a car or a speaker with a dock, like iPod hi-fi. Oh, yeah, yeah, that would make sense. Now, I don't have any iPod hi-fis or anything like that. Um, but that would make perfect sense. Like I installed an aftermarket radio stereo system that has like a USB port that you can plug into. So I'll probably test that out then. See if it plugs in and outputs audio that way. Right, because it's not this because we've replaced this whole thing with one of yours. And I know you're all good for it. USB audio playback testing. So what would happen if I did play it through the car and the audio did come out as expected? Like oh, Eduardo, hey, like I'm talking to Elite Obsolete Electronics, by the way. You know, the person whose parts you ordered from. They're over on YouTube at the moment. If you can hear the click wheel speaker, that means the headphone jack is detected and working. Oh, okay. So I can hear that. So in my iPod, that actually does work in output audio. I do hear the click wheel, and the headphone jack works fine. So, oh no way, is that right? Oh, that. Okay, wait, this thing. I was wondering what this thing was actually. That's it. That's the click wheel. Okay, that's so fun. Um, just like a little. I'm assuming that's a speaker. It looks big enough to be a speaker. It's like the little black. It's either that or you said the little black dot, like that thing. Anyways, it's like somewhere around there. Um, that makes perfect sense. So yeah, I'm curious if so I'm wondering if I were to actually plug this in. Oh, so this no sound problem is a very common defect on iPod videos. There's plenty of really good, great guides. Yeah, yeah. I'm just curious if like you plug in, if I were to plug this into my car and it outputs audio, what would be the next step after that? Considering that we've already replaced this entire like headphone jack. Recently at the moment, silver. I really need this music. Just like working on electronics, like makes my palms sweaty. Nice. And I'm assuming that the fix is like a reballing of the IC or like straight up replacing the audio IC. Is that been your experience of like getting them to work again? Or is it just like you replace the entire motherboard? Because I can see it actually being cheaper replacing the whole motherboard if you have them around. And again, thank you for stopping by and giving insight on your kits and on your products. Where my friend and I, Eduardo and I, are very we caught the fever, so to speak, of wanting to make this work. So um, thanks to y'all and your work, we can even try and do this on our own. Really, really appreciate it. Mm. Hell, yeah, I would I would give it IC repair to someone else if I could as well. You see, the problem is I am that other guy. I'm the one that people give the icy stuff to. So I was hoping to be able to avoid that situation for me. I'll take a look at like I said, I was saying before, I'm going to be looking at the wait, I don't think reballing would work, at least not for long, but I really do not know. Yeah, honestly, what it sounds like I'm gonna be testing this tomorrow, and I think what will actually happen is that it will not play through the car audio. Thus, it points to an audio integrated chip issue. And because of that, I will look into. I know there are a bunch of guides on YouTube actually, and it's like, oh, it's this particular chip, and you'll need to just replace it. And I will give that a shot for my friend to make sure we do every single thing possible to make sure that this will work. Okay, so Eduardo, I'm gonna leave your iPod in this semi-open state because you know very well what it's like to have to try and reopen this and close it and then reopen it again. We watch Dank Pods. We know what that means. So I'm gonna go ahead and put everything back in as small of a piece as possible. And when I stream next time, it will be trying to upgrade my iPod. And that one will be a bit more of a task because I love the EOEs in the chat. Just so because I just today received the order from y'all for doing what I'm about to do to my iPod. I'm super excited about it. I'll stream it. I'll definitely stream it with the off chance that you all will enter the chat again. And if not, that's fine too. No worries about that. Everyone's got their schedule, but let's see. Yeah, yeah, I'm starting to realize because you mentioned how many you get, and then I'm realizing, oh yeah, there are a lot of videos that tell you about how to like fix this particular issue. I'm like, okay, so it being a common defect starting to make some sense. All right, so here we go. I just got this from y'all, just the so I got this one. Oh, look at that, 256, nice. If I had more energy, I would actually start doing this now, but I am way too tired. When you figure out what the issue is, I'm happy to throw a donor board. Oh, you're too kind. You're too kind. But I got this from y'all today. I'm gonna make like a translucent version iPod. I know, very whatchamacallit, like overdone maybe, but dude, if I can make, you know, transparent click wheel, transparent front, new back case, new battery, you know, iFlash. I have a picture of what it's going to look like in the future, and I'm looking forward to doing it. All right, all right. I'm not sure when next our stream, but if you're checking YouTube like that, then you'll definitely see me. Um, yeah, but oh shoot, yeah. What was I gonna do? I was actually gonna test this, right? I was gonna actually gonna put it in the car. I can't take it out. Like, all right. F it. I'm just going to click it back, and then with the understanding that I'll need to reopen it again. It's fine. It's not that hard. If it's working. We have donos. All right, man. I'll give you a heads up. I'll go ahead and plug it into the car and just double check if it's an IC issue. And I'll let you know next time. Um, thank you so much again for stopping by. I'm really, I'm very flattered. I'm very, uh, like, it's like, oh shit, it's them. I appreciate the work, like I said. Thank you for maintaining this sort of business and allowing us hobbyists to rekindle our obsessions or nostalgia like this. All right, Eduardo, I went ahead and clicked it back. It's all lined up. So the intent is then going to be, I'm going to play this in my car and see if it's the issue that EOE mentioned, and if it is, I'll give him a report. I'll give them a report. Anyways, it turns back on. It's going back to sleep. Alrighty, I'm gonna call it a night for now. I'm really sorry I couldn't get it fixed. Pretty sad about that, but we have to keep going, you know? And like EOE said, it's a common issue apparently, so we'll get this going. We'll get this going. Alrighty, y'all. Hell yeah! Supporting the cause. Hell yeah. Man. Shoutouts. Shoutouts to Yuri. Where's that lighting coming from that's making it so hard to read? Man, shoutouts to Yuri. Support them. Not sponsored, by the way. Alrighty, y'all. You have a good night. Well, good night from me, but I hope everyone has a good day. Take care, and until next time, I'll be working on my own iPod on stream and trying to upgrade it. We'll see how that goes. Take care, y'all.